I'm one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Armchair Analysts, episode 4. I'm with my guy Thom.
Already? What's going on? You know how it is, baby.
Quick congratulations to my guy. 10,000 views on this last video.
Yes.
If you ain't watched it, I know where you live. Go and watch it now, because I'm sleeping in your bushes.
And subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, boy. For this one too.
Yeah.
But right, so let's start with last week's Premier League. As painful as it is for me.
Yep.
So, shall we start with the big boy game first and just work on the other shit players?
Yeah.
Liverpool, Arsenal. Obviously, they've seen the video already.
Yep.
What was your thoughts?
It's like I expected Arsenal to play better, like I said in the video, but Liverpool's quality is just this is how you know they're literally separated from all the other teams in the league right now.
Definitely.
Even like I think Liverpool's got the seat. Well, it's too early to speak, but in terms of how they've been playing and how organised they are, how composed they are, the way they press is just different. They've got a really good shot on winning it this year.
Yeah, I think they've started off and they've made a statement.
Yeah.
They've like, you saw it. So you look at the Norwich game, 4-1, molested them. Like, everyone expected that. Like, they sort of played into it. Norwich played into that. Struggled against Southampton, but I don't think they were really trying in that game.
Yeah.
They were just trying to save themselves for the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
Because they went, right, let's turn it on now. And from minute 1 to the 90th minute, they were all over us. It was like an anaconda.
It was, yeah.
They choked us unconscious. Yeah, we had a few chances, but that was only because we were just hoofing it upfield.
Yeah.
We had a few. We performed better than I expected. I was prepared for a 5-0. And
it won't be that bad.
Well, we say
it could have been. It could have been 5-0.
Obviously, there was a few mistakes. David Luiz, I'm gonna let him off. You get free games when you join a new team. Same as Pepe. Like, that was his last free game. Now we start looking at it and go, boy,
yeah.
start playing.
Pepe's like, in terms of his performance, like, he's been playing really good. Like, he's playing decent. Like, he's basically doing what you want him to do, but it's just the support. Like, there's been a few incidents where he's had the ball, he's able to cut through, but there's no one in the box. There's no one for him to pass the ball to. Like, most of the time, every time he gets the ball, he just dribbles past people. Well, in the Liverpool game, he's done it a couple of times.
Yeah, like, he got past Van Dijk.
There's no support. Do you know what I mean?
It's true. Like, you saw him, like, he was looking up for support, and Aubameyang just wasn't pushing himself. It's like he didn't believe he could score.
Yeah.
There was clear gaps in that thing. Like, when Lacazette came on, he was exploiting those gaps. I know it's too little, too late, but he was trying. And I think the best three for the start of that game should have been Pepe, Lacazette, and Reece Nelson, and brought on Aubameyang as an impact player. Because he just doesn't do enough in a game where he can't get any. I know he's a finisher, and more of the time you need to rely on getting it to him. He's not going to come and win it.
No, never.
But you need to do a little bit more. Like, even Kane's like that. Obviously, he's a better finisher than Aubameyang. Yeah. But he also doesn't do that. He won't come and win the ball back. He waits on the halfway line. Yeah. And they knock it to him. And obviously, so you can't. You want them to put in that work, but you can kind of understand why they don't. It just pisses me off because you know how good he is. And he just didn't show himself in that game. I thought Socrates was an absolute travesty. First goal, he lost Matip, and then he would have given away a penalty in Big Verge anyway. So it was a double-edged sword. He just fucked us. He just went, nah, I'm done with this game. I'm just hoping that when Holdini comes back, that hairy bastard just dropped to the bench. He could play Europa League, he could play Al Qaeda FC, all them teams.
Yeah, you've got easy group, easy group.
Yeah, and I think only Liverpool can cause themselves problems. I think if they get complacent against teams like Burnley, Bournemouth,
but I doubt it, man. With Klopp, Klopp will never take any team.
No, but like, you look at their midfield, and it's not that good. They just play so well together, and they play for each other. It's
the chemistry that they have. It's like they listen to the leader. That's why Henderson is their key, one of their key players. Because there's on their bench, there's multiple players that are way better than Henderson. But in terms of how he leads his team, it's different. And I think that's gonna reflect on how he's gonna do in England as well. Because he's gonna be he's gonna be the captain as well, right?
He deserves to be. There's no one else in that midfield that can hold themselves up. What, Jay Lings?
Kane's probably gonna be the captain, but
he shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he really should be Henderson. From watching Liverpool's games, you can see him pointing where players should be, and how he encourage players when they make mistakes and stuff like that. He's just
I agree with that. I have sort of a bias with captains. I always say it should be someone in the midfield. I know people are going to go, right, Arsenal had Van Persie as captain. They had Thierry Henry
I think
captain.
it's midfield or defense, just purely because that's where I won't say most of the action, but in terms of like organisation, like you wouldn't really up top. It's all about finishing and being like finessing the.
But you got to be greedy a little bit, ain't you?
Yeah. But when you're in the back four, like that's where organisation is really to be tipped.
And I think as well, like obviously sometimes there is a point to having a forward as your captain. If it's someone that'll lead, but so Messi, you know, when you watch him, everyone gets motivated. Like, fucking hell, he's going to do something.
Yeah.
But you put like, say if we had Aubameyang as our captain, it would look good for the Instagram posts.
Yeah.
You get a couple million likes, lovely. But it's not good to do anything on the pitch because he's not a big presence. He's not that Vieira type. He's not Gilberto Silva. He's not Martin Keown. He's not Lampard, someone like that. Drogba was captain for a bit, was he?
For a bit, but it's like it was on and off kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was like towards the end of his like career at Chelsea. So.
Which I sort of like the way teams are doing now, where there's not one standout captain. There's like 4 leaders.
Yeah.
So that Emery does that, and the reason why I like that is because you always can tell when a team loses their captain, they fall apart. Like when Company got injured for a bit for City, they started struggling.
Yeah.
Like in past times, and I think not putting too much emphasis on the captain is a good thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, having it in the midfield or the defence where they've got an overview of the pitch is it probably a must. But let's move on to the next game. A little bit of a funny one for me. Tottenham 0. The Geordies 1-0. Geordies have been holding L's all week with that True Geordie shit.
Great result.
When he did you see that with the True Geordie leaks?
Mm-mm.
Amazing podcast, loving to pieces, but some bitch leaked his DMs, and I was like, boy, he's on some kinky stuff.
Really?
Just like Tottenham got fisted. No, he's not against it himself.
Well, everyone's got their own time, isn't it?
I say all power to him, do what you want. But yeah, so let's talk about that game. Tottenham.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even watch that game just because I kind of knew that Tottenham was kind of win. I expected them to win, but everyone did.
I captained that prick Kane for that game on my fantasy football, and this bastard just starts dribbling on the pitch, not literally, figuratively.
Apparently, Pochettino got it completely wrong.
Well, this is what obviously I'm trying not to sound like a biased Arsenal fan here.
Yeah.
Pochettino is always making excuses for his players. Always. There's always something, travel, whatever. Okay, sometimes there's a point to it.
Yeah.
But there comes to a point where you need to stop making excuses for dropping points against bad teams. It shows to me as a Spurs fan, if I was a Spurs fan, fuck me as a Spurs fan, kill me now. If I see my manager just defending him, like with Mustafi when he was just defending him.
Yeah.
You can't do that because it shows a lack of winning mentality in the team that they have to be mollycoddled.
Yeah.
Like if Liverpool do shit, Van Dijk will be the first man to come and go, we were terrible.
Yeah.
We need to fix up. Whereas Pochettino's like, we had bad sleep. We had a bad meal. We're unorganised. It's like, you've had the whole of pre-season to organise. Don't use those excuses.
Yeah. Enough of Tottenham, man.
Yeah, enough of that shit.
They're probably we'll talk about them when they face Arsenal in Sunday.
Shit in the bed. Right, let's talk about another game. There's not been that many major games this week, but let's talk about your boys, the old Chelsea.
Yeah, finally 3 points. Alright, I know I said before that Mason Mount is
baller,
average, but
baller.
He's been playing so sick.
He's stepped up more than Pulisic, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. But I think with Pulisic, it's not like, it's a bit weird because he doesn't get put on. Like, he's not a focal point. Yeah, it's like everyone knows that the only reason why everyone's talking about him is because of Hazard's departure. Like, that's the only reason why all eyes is always on Pulisic. Do you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. And I think as well, you can see that when Loftus-Cheek comes back, he's going to be a major influence on the team because they're always trying to get it through the central number 10.
But he's going to get injured again, man. He always comes back, and then after a couple of games, he comes on a good spell, and then after a while, he just gets injured.
It's very true. But even though I'm not the biggest fan of you, like you're a rival, you're a bunch of jumped up oil selling bastards. But it's good for England what you're doing. Hudson-Odoi, Loftus-Cheek, Mount. Sorry, the geezer that's on the bench that it was the centre back that was loaned. Tamori. Is it Tamori? Is it English?
No, I'm not sure.
And the other one.
The other guy, James.
Is it Reece James?
Reece James.
Yeah. I think they'll be major influences in the future.
We're just waiting for Reece James. It's going to be a good, really good addition.
Yeah, but I thought you still look terrible at the back.
We're going to be terrible at the back for rest of the season.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to be like us last
year. I mean, we're going to get Rudiger back at some point, but it's not going to be like, it's not going to completely turn things around. Do you know what I mean?
Like it comes to a point where the defense, like Aspie's he's finished, isn't he? Azpilicueta's getting too slow now.
Yeah, he's reminding me of Ivanovic.
Yeah, definitely. I thought what's his name, Emerson. He's pulled his weight a little bit.
He's been playing really good. I'm not gonna lie. Emerson's been performing, like, especially like the past, or even against Man United. He played alright.
Yeah, but I do like Marcos Alonso.
Yeah, but he's not a manager's fan, isn't it? Because he's very he plays in positions where he shouldn't be.
He's a headless chicken.
He is, but he can score.
But the thing that worries me is if I big him up too much, Emery's going to hear this and rouse and go, right, we're buying him again from Chelsea. That's another one we want. But no, I thought he did alright. Pookie did me a favour, scored a couple got a goal and assist for my fancy football.
That's like his third goal, I think, or second.
So he got a hat trick. He got 4. So he's got 5 goals and I think 2 assists.
Really? Already? Wow.
Yeah, or maybe 5 goals and 1 assist. He's been doing wonders for everyone's fantasy football. I might triple captain this weekend, boy. Get them points after Alba and Kane fuck me. But yeah, so Chelsea, good 6-pointer for the relegation battle. Congratulations. And then let's look at Manchester United, the mighty Reds, the Red Devils, England's supposedly greatest team, even Liverpool have won more trophies. What the fuck is going on there? I'm going to say one bit of praise. Daniel James is a baller. Yeah. That boy, I wish he didn't play for Man U. Yeah. Because I want to support him more. But it just hurts that he plays for that shit club. Yeah. Okay, let's break down. Crystal Palace haven't got a striker. It's just an empty position on the team sheet. It's just a ghost. It's Crystal like the egg on Twitter. No one knows who it is. And Jordan Ayew starts. I don't think he scored a goal since I've been born. And we've got Harry Maguire and Wan-Bissaka, who cost, what is it, close to £130 million between them? Yep. And they couldn't stop Jordan Ayew. The geezer doesn't know his left foot from his right foot. They just signed him because of desperation, to be honest, them two. And the fans have the audacity to complain about their owner when he spent hundreds of millions on their team. Yeah. I was hearing Wan-Bissaka's better than Trent. Fuck off. No way. And they're like, oh, he's great at last-ditch tackles. But Trent to me,
is a baller.
Fucking best right back in the league. The thing that confuses me is they go, oh, he's great at last-ditch tackles, this and that, Wan-Bissaka. But that, to me, shows that he's getting in trouble because he has to make those last-ditch tackles. You didn't hear like a Gary Neville or a Carragher going, oh, they're great last-ditch tackles. It was, they ain't getting the ball past him. He's not making a mistake. Yeah. And then Maguire, obviously the £80 million price tag is a heavy weight on his head. And
he's comfortable now, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I don't want to give him too much stick yet, but he was always overrated.
I think especially after the World Cup, after such a good performance from him, everyone just
the typical English market. Yeah. But I thought as well, can they just work out who takes their fucking penalties? It's like they're doing ching chang chong over it.
I know, right? Like we've got Jorginho taking a penalty,
and he's actually all right at that.
No, he's not. Is he not? Well, he's not bad, but he's kind of not. I wouldn't say easy to read, but he's predictable. The way he takes his penalty is so unorthodox that it's not good. It's really annoying. But for Man United, they just give it to
De Gea. Just give it to fucking De Gea.
De Gea's probably gonna score it.
Because you look at their midfield as well. Pogba, I'm not a big fan of him. I'm not going to stick it on him too much because
I've never been a big fan of Pogba. I've always thought that he's an average midfielder.
Yeah, and you look
he's so overrated. 100%. I think he's got. I mean,
he's marketable.
He's skilled, but in terms of being obviously in France they did win. He's a big
he was very good there, but that's because he's motivated.
But for his for the team that he's played in, even when he was in Juve, Juve, he was alright. He wasn't really he wasn't amazing. He was scoring bangers and he was assisting some man.
It's easy in that league, isn't it? They get 5 seconds on the ball before someone closes him down. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get onto him too much because he's actually had quite a rough time. He got slaughtered from minute 1 by people like Graham Souness. But look at Man U's midfield. There's nothing. Mm-hmm. Fred, trash. Mata, decent, but not a starter. You got Lingard. Fucking hell. How did he get in that England squad? He's got to have fucking the nudes of the manager, Gareth Southgate. He's got his nudes, his birds' nudes. I don't know what he's got. He might have found a dead body in his garden. He's got, in the last 4 or 5 years, he's got less assists than Adam Johnson. Adam Johnson's been in prison for 3 years for finger blasting an underage girl at a nightclub. How can we keep calling him good? It gets to a point where you have to look at an English player and go, yeah, you're shit. It doesn't matter if your passport says you're British or English or a donkey, you're shit. Get out the club. The squad, sorry. Like, how many times, like, trash just gets in that team? And it's ridiculous.
I know.
It's a strange one, isn't it? But let's go to this week's games.
Yep.
I mean, there's not really that many good ones in the Premier. It's just a big boy one. Should we start with that?
North Derby one. Might as well.
The North London Derby. The time when Arsenal announces that North London's red.
Yeah.
It's always been red, always will be red.
I don't know, but...
Not your side, you're South London. Naff off.
I'm not going to speak on that. I'm not going to speak on... Even though I'm from North London, I'm not going to speak on that.
Listen, mate. You're South Londoners. You stay off. Stay on your lane. Alright? Well, I thought we got a big game this weekend. I always find it enjoyable until the game kicks off. Because I'm shitting it after that. Every time Harry Kane gets the ball, there's a turtle head sticking out of me. And you'll see it when Thom and I do our live reactions to it.
Especially with, what's it called, Socrates and David Luiz in that centre midfield.
You know what, I'm going to put my fucking name in a hat. I'll play centre back. I'll just 2-foot Harry Kane to make sure his legs are gone. But I'm thinking, this game, I think it's a good time to play for us. Because we've got the front three sort of moving now. We've had a bit of time to get the midfield sorted in terms of who we're going to play. Yeah. And Tottenham seem to be in a bit of turmoil with injuries. Yeah, Dyer's out. Kyle Walker version 2's out. What's his name? Kyle Walker Peters. Vertonghen might be out.
Really?
They've sold Wanyama. And Dembele might be out.
Oh yeah, Dembele.
And I think, Tottenham, they're always scary going forward.
Yeah, but after that loss that they faced previous weekend, I think they're going to come back with some heat. They're going to want to redeem them, especially against Arsenal. It's always going to be like, they're always going to put more effort.
Yeah. We always tend to do better at the Emirates, though. We always seem to either win or draw there. I'm not like sticking it on Tottenham fans because I don't want to eat my own words and shit. Like, I'm trying to be.
Go on, just say it.
No, I ain't doing it. No, because this is what happens. I'm like, fuck, we're gonna batter him 8-0. Harry Kane's gonna get sent off for like shagging the referee's misses.
I think Pepe's gonna actually shine.
I think he's gonna. Because I had a dream the other day. Yeah, Pepe cuts in on his left foot, top bins over Lloris.
Yeah.
I'm praying. I will put 20 quid on it.
The thing, like, he's got to use his right foot, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a chance in Liverpool where he could have put it 1-1.
Yeah, 100%.
He could have made it 1-1.
But the thing I have faith in as well, that he's going to be playing against Danny Rose.
Yeah.
That fat boy. He's got bigger tits than he has potential.
No, Danny Rose, when he's on point, he's on point.
But when you wind him up as well, he crumbles. Yeah. If you get onto him and you're putting pressure on him, bullying him a little bit, put a little knock on him.
Mourinho at one point had like some sort of like scuffle or something like that.
Bottle jobs, isn't it? Yeah. They bottle it every time, and then they cry to someone. Then Pochettino goes, "No, it was the weather. The temperature was 1 degree too high."
Yeah, well, what would you say your prediction is? You're playing at home.
I think we might win 3-1. I'm thinking 3-1, and I'm thinking Spurs might score first. There's definitely going to be a penalty in that game because no one can stay on their feet in that game.
The thing with this VAR system, there's a big chance that every game's going to have some sort of penalty.
Especially stupid handball.
I hate this. I don't want to get into it again.
Yeah, let's not deal with VAR, but it's going to pop up when we next talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think 3-1 going to be an hard game, but I think the front three is going to prove a point. Caballas has got a point to prove after a poor game against Liverpool. It all depends on how Torreira plays, if he plays, if Xhaka somehow turns up. Really hope he doesn't.
I think it's going to be 1-1.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Probably. You'd love that.
Of course.
Yeah. No, I think that we should win that game, especially at home. Yeah. We should have beaten him twice last season. Shoulda, coulda, would have this season. We need to make up for it. So that's the prediction on the old North London derby. I'm hoping Expressions is crying into the camera after that. Because I've seen that boy's face way too much on Sky Sports lately.
Who?
Expressions.
Oh.
What a jumped up twat. But he's funny, so I'll give him that.
Alright, I'm going to break down the fixtures. So I'm going to say the teams and just say your predictions.
Sound.
Alright. Southampton, Man United. Southampton 1-0.
I was going to go 2-1 United, Rashford and Martial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Southampton are trash. I hope they get relegated.
Palace, Villa. It's a tough one. Palace has been playing sick.
You'd have to pay me to watch that. That is horrific.
I know, but I mean, not Palace. Villa's been playing
Villa
sick.
might win.
I think Villa's going to win.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Score?
They're playing away. 2-0.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll go 1-0 cheeky Jack Grealish goal.
Chelsea, Sheffield United.
Sheffield United 4-0.
Bruv, that's not out of the picture. That could actually happen. But we're playing at home, so I'd say I think this is the game when we're actually gonna get a clean sheet. So I'd say 2-0.
Jesus.
Hopefully, like 2-0.
God, you're
Mason Mount secure that banger again.
Yeah, I think you're holding a bit too much faith in them keeping a clean sheet. But to be fair, you were at home when you played Man U and got mollywopped.
No,
were we at the Old Trafford?
No, we was at Old Trafford.
Oh, fuck me, they're both shit. I
would have stopped watching football if that was in Stamford Bridge.
But no, I think you'll probably win 2-1. Tammy will probably score another one, and we'll hear the next week that he's the best striker in the world.
Yeah, well, no, I think 2-0. But yeah, Newcastle, Watford, both their teams.
Watford have been trash.
They haven't won anything. They've lost all their games.
I think Newcastle. Is that Newcastle?
Yeah.
I think
Newcastle home. Yeah, I think Newcastle 1-0.
Yeah, probably just a rough game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Newcastle.
Yeah, 2-1. Man City, Brighton 8-0.
Mollywop them 6-1. There's not even any point. Like, those boys are gonna get wrecked. Like, City are pissed after drawing to Spurs. Still, like, they've not got over that. They're gonna want to make a statement. Norwich. Is it?
So?
Yeah, I think Pookie party.
West Ham's playing at home though. West Ham finally won. Like, I think, what game was it? Carabao Cup. They were.
Yeah, they were acting up. And who did they beat? Lincoln City. There was a banger in that game though from the Lincoln.
Wilshere scored, didn't it?
I suppose he didn't break his ankle scoring it. I think Norwich win 3-1. Pookie party.
West Ham.
We're not picking draws here.
West Ham won. No, at all. Well, the next one. So you see that I was actually going to say draw on this one. Leicester versus Bournemouth. I think that's going to be a draw. That's going to be a dead game. Leicester.
Yeah. A nasty 0-0 to fill up the space at the end of the match of the day. The time when you're waiting to go bed, but you kind of want to see if anything happens.
Then we got Burnley, Liverpool. Burnley playing home, but it don't really matter. But I was going to say like 5-0, but only because Burnley's playing at home. I'll probably 4-0 Liverpool.
To Burnley?
No, Liverpool.
Yeah, probably 3-1. I
don't think Burnley's not going to score this.
But well, they'll probably score
after Liverpool scores 5 goals.
Yeah, when they get complacent. I'm still going. Actually, 4-1. 4-1. Let's take that.
Alright. Then you got Everton versus Wolves.
I'm gonna go Wolves.
Think so? Wolves has been terrible this season.
That's because there's so much emphasis on them. Everyone expects them to be. And they've got Europa League as well, which everyone's job. They haven't got a big squad. Yeah,
I think only because Everton's playing at home, I think they're gonna just take it home.
After watching Iwobi, 2-1, yeah. After watching Iwobi and Theo Walcott bomb it down the wings against Aston Villa.
Playing like,
how we got nearly 50 million between them two.
Qualities.
Well, we gave them a career, didn't we? 50 million for them two. That's daylight robbery for us. I don't even want to watch it. It actually hurts to see them two play.
I know, they're literally like. But Iwobi, I think he's gonna over time he's gonna play a bit better.
But you're only 24. Like for a supposed top club, we can't keep him there. At 24 years old, when you've done nothing since you're 19, you're not really developed. You couldn't keep him. Actually, I'm gonna change it. I think it's gonna be 2-2 Everton Wolves.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
And then Arsenal, Tottenham.
8-0 Arsenal.
I said 1-1.
I'm going 3-1. That's the games. I mean, it's probably the worst weekend out of the lot.
No, the weekend after is worse.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, you got the
Liverpool, Newcastle.
Yeah, but apart from that, like,
Leicester will probably beat Man U, but we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no games that you really want to dig into, is there? It's kind of I might watch it if I'm dying of some form of STD or disease, but probably not going to put too much emphasis on watching that shit. And obviously, this weekend we had a thing called Champions League. I've sort of forgotten about it. I don't know why.
Because you're not in it.
Maybe. I mean, I think Europa League's where it's at, mate. Yeah. It's a reason why there's 700 teams.
I mean, you've got a chance to win it now. I mean, the big teams are not there no more.
No, not like Barcelona will drop out of the group stage.
Of the group stages, then we'll take
please,
another Europa.
That fucking rule does my nutting. Like, you give them enough. They're not good enough for one league. Let's just give them a chance in the other one. That's just not fair. It shouldn't happen for any team. Like, Celtic got knocked out by whatever shit Cluj in Champions League qualifiers. They just dropped straight into Europa League. If you're shoe shit for being one, you ain't getting in the other. Fuck off. We're not giving careers here. Piss off. And I want to win it. So Barcelona, please don't drop. Just please win it for me. But
yeah, there's not really like what's it called? Apart from Barcelona versus Dortmund, Ajax, Chelsea, and you've got Atletico Madrid versus Juve is going to be sick.
That could be good. I think we had that last year, didn't we?
For some reason, Man City always gets the easiest group stages.
Always Shakhtar.
All the time.
I'm surprised they didn't draw like Yeovil Town in the Champions League summer.
Money, all this petrol money.
Trust,
like,
they've been giving that backhand
and
up.
they're still going to get to the semis, but they're not going to win it.
No, they'll probably get knocked out by like Atletico Madrid. Yeah. They're sort of my dark horse for the Champions League. I think Atleti might do it.
Atletico? I think, I thought you said Juve. I'm like,
nah, Juve will never win it.
Atletico always plays good in Europe though, but it's just, they just need that extra little push. But now they've got, what's his name?
João Felix.
That guy is a fucking baller. I don't care.
He rips play. It's bullying.
Sick.
And they got Douglas Costa as well to come murder someone if they have to. Yeah, I think Atletico are the dark horses. Or Liverpool will probably win it again. It's easy enough.
I don't think they're gonna do it back to back. I think they're gonna focus more on the league because that's something like with Klopp as well. He's ticked off one of his boxes. So now it's time to move on to what the fans has been wanting really, because they're not, I won't say they're sick of it, but like they've won like Champions Leagues like 6-7 times.
I think but they were only 1 point off winning it when they were focusing on Champions League as well, so you never know. They might be able to do it. I think they want both, and I think they might get. I think I reckon they'll win the league. I don't know about Champions League. They're like sort of the ones where I'm thinking possible. Not many teams are stronger.
Win Champions League, man. I told you like from the beginning. Chelsea is gonna win Champions League.
Not if you have to keep giving Tammy 25 chances to score one. But then obviously, I'm not even going to talk about the Europa League draw. We got some. At least we don't have to travel to like Syria this year. We've got to go to Belgium, Germany, and Portugal. So a nice little holiday to take your kid on.
Exactly.
Absolutely shit it is for Man U. They've got to go to Astana, which is Ukraine. Which is still less than Azerbaijan, so if they complain...
Lama's going to be there waiting for him.
Trust, Lomachenko ready to spark out Pogba.
He's
going to batter him. But he's a lot bigger.
Did you see his interview? His interview looks like when he came out the airport, he looks like he's coming on holiday to shop in Harrods. I commented on it on Sky Sports, and I don't know how many.
Trust, my man's on holiday.
Likes, like literally, he has no stress on his face. He's literally coming in here to grab the bag and go back to.
There's no one that can
There's
beat
no
him.
competition for him.
For that,
I think who's that the other guy? What's his name?
What? That from Ukraine?
No, the American guy.
Which one? Terence Crawford.
Yeah, he could. That'd be a good fight between.
But he's a lot bigger than
Loma. Yeah, I know, but like. He's got to do. Eventually, he's gonna have to jump up or do something because he's cleared the division. Like, there's no one. He's making these fighters that he's fighting sounds like they're fucking good, but the only reason why is because there's no one there to fight him. So they've got to promote the fight. So that's why you hear of these fighters that you've never heard of before.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like
with America.
the Argentinian guy that he fought before. It's like,
didn't he fight Khan as well?
No.
Did he not fight? I thought he fought Khan. I thought Khan went down or he went up.
Oh, against Crawford.
Yeah,
I thought you said against
Loma. No. Terence Crawford slapped him around the place, and he claimed it wasn't like a low blow.
Yeah.
But my distaste for Amir Khan is strong.
We'll talk about this.
We'll talk about that another day. Right, I think that's everything for this week. Nice short one. There wasn't many games to talk about other than the big North London derby. I mean, we're going to be doing some videos on it, so Tom's going to be putting one on his channel, Live with Tom. Get this one above 10k views.
This is gonna get
especially if we get battered, because you might see an Arsenal fan lose his life. Either that or drive to drinking, because I've got 2 full bottles of whiskey in that place, and they're all going down if we lose.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be in reach from me as well. You can
Trust, just tucked in the wardrobe. I swear I'm not an alcoholic. But I'll be doing a live podcast like we did last week, reacting to every single mistake one of our team inevitably makes. But that's us for this week. Enjoy the games. Hope your fantasy football's great, unless you're in my league. Is there anything else to say from you, Tom?
Nothing. Just stay tuned on Sunday's reaction videos, and obviously Lewis's podcasts. And that's about it. I'm not gonna hold you guys off for too long.
Trust. We've already been chatting in your ear for way too long, and you're sick of our voices. Armchair Analysts, we're out. Like, comment, subscribe. Where's your socials?
Alright, my socials. Instagram, Thomdelacruz, Thomdelacruz. That's 2Z. But yeah, and youtube.com/Thomdelacruz. Like I said, Sunday, stay tuned for the podcast coming, live reactions on Lewis's podcast channel and the live reaction video on my channel.
Right, you find me on Instagram at Lewis_Divine, LUIS_DIVINE. Thank you for listening. Armchair Analysts, we out here.